the first time I mentioned it,
we're live.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Fingers in butts, people. Fingers in butts.
They actually didn't hear that part.
Just bad mouthing.
They heard it now.
It's okay. Fine.
So yes, we are live. Yes, cut right into it, because otherwise we're never getting started.
No, we've been sitting here for the past 40 minutes talking shit.
Actually,
Almost
we
an hour.
haven't been sitting here talking
Uh-huh.
shit. We've been here waiting for a member that sadly haven't appeared.
And talking shit.
I'm here.
Talking shit. However, we got another person instead. Say hi to Alice.
Hello. I'm back.
Yes,
Thank you. I had a great holiday. It was amazing. Gotland is wonderful. Go there if you can.
Awesome. So we're doing this one shot, two shot that might become a triple tap.
Possibly.
Who knows? Say we're missing a player, we're starting late, so there's a minor risk or chance, depending on how you view
Yes.
it, that we might not finish.
If they're lucky. Yeah.
Just as a double check, when's everyone on till? Does anyone need to shoot off? What time we're finishing at?
I need to shoot off somewhere because I do need to go work tomorrow.
Oh, that's fine. Just usual time?
Yeah, usual time.
But on. Okay.
So a little less than 2 hours.
That will do.
Kick it in the high gear, buddies.
Last time, what happened last time?
You mean you didn't watch the
I
the
know what
stream
happened
before
last time, and Slaw is back. Look at him, he's back.
Oh,
Look at that magnificent roll. He's back.
that's what Varys should have been.
So yeah, okay, so
I'm
last
here
session,
for the good of the realm.
we did meet Confidence, the Tiefling, Mania, the not Tiefling, and Sloth, the Tiefling.
That's how I remember them too.
Yep. Yes. So
And
Snake Guy has fucked off.
yeah.
Okay.
Last thing we did was that we got the mission. We picked it up from Jeff. We met not Jeff, now known as NJ, and we came to the city where the deed is gonna happen, where we got some stuff. And Manya managed to dish us and get a secret room. And I'm gonna assume that the door
Which he
got
will
like
never leave from.
yeah, the door must have been a portal to a different dimension or something that we're stuck in, or
Yeah.
the door
He'll
just went
turn
into
up in
backlog.
another. He'll just turn into he'll drop into another one shot or campaign. You'll just be like thunk. Oh
I don't know what happened. There was a portal.
Where
yeah.
Yeah.
If Varen never dies, that's out of nowhere. Thunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's basically where we left off.
Yes. So if I remember right, you all had went to bed. You were all in separate rooms, even though you weren't meant to be. I'll get to you in a second. Calm yourself. Back in your box. You had a lead box, which actually I think Optics character had.
Yes. Maybe he
did,
left it in my room.
Yeah, Confidence. We're going to say that you pickpocketed him because you do that, and you swiped the box and the spare lockpicks that he had. Because I believe everyone now has lockpicks, including him. The only one was the extra spare set, which you didn't know who was for, or well, you knew someone was joining you. You just didn't. Yeah.
I never got lockpicks. I got a crowbar and rope.
Oh yes, that's right.
Yes.
So you have the spare lockpicks. These are all in the room. Did you just go straight to sleep? Did you do anything funky or?
I thought we would just wait a few hours and do our late night recognitions and see what's going on.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. So you only rest for until nighttime, basically. Yeah.
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 Or not that late, because I also wanted to go pick up a cloak.
Yep, that's fine. And Slaw, I'm assuming you just stand stock still in the middle of the room and start a wall.
Yep. Stare at the
Cool.
door.
Of course, of course. There's a wall
And
would be
he's
bad.
dead asleep. Just,
That explains
That's how he
his stare.
sleeps. Hmm?
That explains his stare.
mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. All right.
Exactly.
And yeah, Wallace is just eating some things. Yeah. Wallace, you're a human, right? Is that nod? You can nod. You don't need. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm human. Sorry, I'm muted because I'm eating strawberries.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so confidence. Yeah, you chill until it is now nighttime. We'll say it's about 11 o'clock. It's a few hours after darkness.
Yeah. I mean, I would have got. Do I have my cloak or do I not have my cloak?
You can have your cloak. Yeah.
Yay! I went and picked up a cloak somewhere. It has a hood, like a big one, and I can like pull it forward and like pull it up and attract a little less attention.
Slaw, would you have wanted to do any shopping before nightfall?
Let's see. No, it's fine.
Okay, cool. Wallace, if there was anything you wanted to get, just assume you're in the city at this point. So if there was anything that you wanted to go and get from a shop or something,
I'm good.
away. Cool. Okay, so it's now about 10, 11 o'clock.
Okay. I will head out of my room and go knock on whatever room Slaw would be in, and basically go. It's time.
He wakes up and walks out the door to me.
We go downstairs.
Hello.
Oh,
Okay.
morning.
Okay. Whenever you go downstairs, standing or sitting, I will leave it up to him. In the main area is Wallace, and he can describe himself and give an introduction.
Woohoo. All right. You see at the bar a man standing, black hair, well kept, and he has a little scruff on his, like a shadow on his face from a beard, and he is looks well dressed and is talking to the barkeeper and
Not Jeff.
and he not Jeff and he's just having a pleasant conversation, and he looks over his shoulder and looks at the two of you.
Is this the man we saw before we went up the stairs, or is this a different man?
No, the swarthy gentleman is not there. Different person.
Okay.
You'll recognize Wallace. He is one of your group, and you knew you would be meeting up with him. At some point, you don't know where he's been in the interim. Or maybe you do. I'll leave that up to Wallace as to whether he kept that secret, what he was doing, or whatever. So yes, you were expecting him at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Took you long
So in
enough.
front of him, Wallace has a little box, and he turns and sees you guys, and kind of winks at the barkeeper and turns to you guys, and he has a little box filled with strawberries, and he says like, "I got him, guys. We're good to go."
Took you long enough.
Hey, these are the best in the country. They're worth it. Try it.
I will take one.
There you go.
And I will eat it.
What about you, Slaw? You want one?
I disconnected, so I don't know what's happening.
Oh, that happens a lot with you, doesn't it? But I got a strawberry for you if you want some.
Yes.
Help yourself. Good, isn't it?
Yes.
It's an aphrodisiac, you know that, right?
What's that?
Look it up.
Where?
So,
Or don't. I don't think
where's
you
my
need
stuff?
it. Stuff?
Yeah, I was supposed to get stuff.
Stuff?
Yeah.
Nah. I will take out the extra set of tools and basically hand it over. Here you go.
Oh, free tools. Don't know how to use them, but it's nice. Thanks.
I had meant to say, because of the nature of your previous employments and meanderings, you know how to use them, but you're not necessarily proficient in them. So you can get by. So you can't add your proficiency bonus, but you can make an attempt.
Cool.
Also, continuity error in my last one. Whenever I was talking to you, I said that the shrine, not shrine, the artifact that does teleportation, or that blocks teleportation, was in the left tower, and then later on I said the right tower.
Oh yeah, that bugged me.
Apologize.
No problem. Yeah.
I didn't even pick up on that. I was like, oh, it's in the tower.
Possibly not, but in my notes it's the left tower. To be fair, it wouldn't really have mattered if you had went into a tower looking for being there.
Hey, it's left tower in my notes as well.
There you go. So you got the first time. It was the second time I mentioned it, so you probably already had it in your notes by that point.
I kind of hold up my hand to confidence. Come on, that's no.
I'm already on the way.
As she kind of walks past me, I kind of grab her around the waist and I start to pat her down.
I will literally slap his hands like, hey, no touching.
Well, don't give me a reason to touch them, baby.
And no taking my things.
You know me, I might get some sticky fingers.
Well, stick them
Solemn
where they belong,
strawberries.
in your pockets.
Thaw is uncomfortable.
Ted looks confused.
Is that gonna be our new thing, Slice? Uncomfortable? Ted is confused.
Another t-shirt idea. Just like a Varys type face silhouette, just staring straight out and just Slaw uncomfortable.
Yeah. These things just print themselves, really. No, but I as I kind of search her, I'm looking for my contract.
I know I have it.
Oh yes, you do have it. You do have it. Yeah.
Can I roll a sleight of hand?
If you're on the it's on the inside pocket, so good luck.
I'll tell you what. We'll make it a contest.
No, don't contest me. My dice hate me lately.
28. Bam!
Jesus.
I got
or something.
I got a sleight of hand of 10.
Fuck.
What do we even roll as?
So I might pick up more than just my contract.
Perception or?
Is the contest, Roger? You can correct me on that. The contest, is it sleight of hand versus sleight of hand, or?
Well, the question is, what is the contest? Is the contest for her noticing that I'm picking something from her? Is the contest for her trying to prevent me from picking something? Because I'm obviously fondling her, so she might not be like, well, is he going to pick something from me? Yeah, yes. Definitely.
I probably would have assumed you to do that because I always pick things from people, so I would always assume people are trying to take my stuff.
I would probably make it her sleight of hand to just kind of having her prevent me from getting to the spaces that I need to go.
Oh, I'm not going to beat yours. Even if I roll a natural 20, I'm not going to beat yours then.
Well, a natural 20 is a win, I think. Because that was a dirty 28, wasn't it?
Definitely, yeah.
No, it's a 16.
There you
Okay, yeah, you get you get your contract. Confidence. Do you remember those 2 rings you got?
They're on my hands. He doesn't get to take those. They're mine now.
Oh, I don't remember you ever telling me you put them
No,
on.
I didn't, but I wanted to. I forgot to tell you.
Oh, sorry, you've lost your 2 rings as well. You might be nice and give them back.
Seeing that I don't actually trust him, would it be okay if I actually check my pockets, see what's missing?
Yeah, work away. Yeah.
Well, actually, I won't do that because I'll just put my hand out and tell Wallace.
I
What
have
did you take?
both rings on my pinky, and it's just like, come on, you want them back?
You know what? No. And I'm just gonna walk away.
Then they're mine now.
As he's holding up his pinky, Slaw's gonna go and try to take the rings real slow. Not sneaky about it, just staring right in his eyes.
I just take one of the rings and throw it to him, and just, here you go, buddy.
Puts it on his pinky.
Especially
Follows
for
confidence.
All right. So, do you leave the bar then?
Yeah.
Wallace, do you follow after?
you. Did we have a plan? I would like to be catched up. Slaw, I kind of look at you. Can you tell me about the plan, or are you just along for the ride?
Yes.
Okay. Confidence! I start walking after.
Yes, darling.
What's the plan? What are we doing?
I will hold up my hand.
What, you don't want me to know what the plan is?
I want the ring back.
The ring? You mean this one?
Yeah.
It's very easy to get it back. You know what to do.
Yeah. Just put it in my hand.
Nah, where's the fun in that?
Where's the fun in telling you?
All right. I'll just go in blind. I'll just do what I do best.
We're going to need a no means no disclaimer at the start of this. Oh, dear.
Okay, yeah. Confidence gonna take the lead.
Okay,
and she will pull up her hood and
Wait, aren't we one guy short?
he's lost.
Wait, we're going in just the 3 of us? Isn't that a little bit risky?
Oh, so
Yes,
now you wanna play
very.
it safe?
Oh, you know me, baby. I never need to play it safe, but it's just, well, I'm also a big fan of the more the merrier.
Don't be
Well.
afraid. All we can do is die.
I will look kind of troubled as Slaw.
Well, you know, I'll leave that to you, Sly, if that's okay with you.
You want me to kill us?
No. It's just more like if we need to die, then
I'll
feel
kill
free.
us. Keeps walking.
No, just let's not die, any of us, okay?
We're just gonna start with staying alive.
Yeah, definitely staying alive. That
Breathing
sounds good.
with a heartbeat.
Sexy
not
heartbeat.
being reanimated or anything like that.
No, you reanimate me, sweetie.
You wish.
So, off to the temple, or what? What's the? Oh no, you're not going to tell me. I
know
turned
what to do.
the ring around my pinky.
Confidence will take the lead to the temple, and I don't know if I actually said it now, but she will pull up the hood somewhere and pull the cloak forward a bit and be a little more conspicuous.
Isn't it sad, Slaw, that such beauty has to be covered? I'm glad you're. I kind of squeeze him in his cheek like you're all natural like me. Wait, don't you know it's impolite to text and walk at the same time?
I'll cast message and just start, hello, 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 just as we're going, just to everybody. To him, every like fifth time, it's to you.
What are you doing?
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. Hello. Hello.
God, what have you guys been feeding this
Hello.
guy? It's worse than usual.
I always got the image that you should be like desensitized to this by now. Like,
Yeah.
like just that this is fine. This, yeah, I mean,
Yeah, Confidence
don't
doesn't
worry
give a
about
shit. It's not worth it.
yeah, it's just like he does his own thing. So you're heading towards the temple. Am I
Yeah.
correct? Yep. Okay. So as you're walking along saying hello, the crowds are not as dead as you would expect for this late at night. It's still relatively busy, but it's a lot quieter than what it was, but there's still a cone forming around Slaw as he's saying hello to these people, and they start veering out of his way after looking and going. While Wallace swaggers down the road, he gets a saunter on, like, well, I could just imagine him with like a pimp cane and a top hat, that proper, yeah.
And Confidence will just walk a little bit ahead and just let all the attention be on those two.
Yes. So you have your hood up, so you're a lot more inconspicuous. So unlike before, whenever you came in, where people were sort of bumping into you, now you're just an average person as far as they can see for the most part.
Yeah, which is how she wants it right now.
Yeah. So the temple itself, you can see it from nearly any point in the town. It's massive. It's raised up on sort of like tiered layers of the cemetery.
On top of each other?
Yeah, sort of. So it's like a
Nice.
ring, which is a cemetery. Then it goes in probably about 200 meters. Then there's another raised ring, cemetery, another raised ring behind it, and it sort of goes up in like a cone. And the main church cathedral is right at the top. So if you make a beeline for it, doesn't take you too long to get there, but 10-15 minutes from the inn that you started. The road that gets you there is near enough direct. It's sort of the main road from the main entrance, because this is the main feature that people would be coming to this city to see. So the main road is straight to it, near enough. And this is also the route that the body and the procession, you would assume, would be coming down. So yeah, you arrive at the you get to the base of it.
As we're moving there, I kind of I grab a wire out of my pocket and I kind of message Confidence, and I say like, "Sweetie, do you want to go there in a straight line, or is this not a good idea?" You can reply to this message.
I'll probably know how it works by now, so
yeah.
I'm sorry, Rogier. Did you just slide into her DMs?
Oh, sorry.
No, direct messages. No one gets that. Oh, you're all old.
Oh, I got it.
Oh, okay, just wasn't funny.
That was good.
Okay.
I didn't get it.
A direct message. Apparently, it's what the kids say. Whenever you slide into her DMs, you're messaging.
DM.
Yeah. Not Dr. Martens or Dungeon Master. I was very confused the first time. I was like, why is someone stealing her boots? Anyway, yes, sorry.
I will reply. We're just scouting. We're not doing anything.
I follow her.
All right. So you rock up at the sort of base of the stairs
Yeah.
of the cemetery.
As we get really
Um,
close, I basically just wanna like step into the crowd somewhere and like stealth away and let them walk past me. And I wanna stop and look back and check if I can see someone following us.
Make a stealth check and a perception check. Well, actually, stealth check first. We'll see whether you make that,
Ooh,
because
sweet.
there isn't too many. I mean, it's busy, but there's no like
Yeah.
big clump of crowds
Okay.
as such. So what was that? Sorry.
Nah, not too bad. It's 21.
20, yeah, yeah. I suppose just you managed to make that. So yeah, so you slink sort of into the crowds off to the side. Were you trying to hide from just? Were you just trying to make yourself more inconspicuous, or were you trying to hide from these two as well?
Bit of both. Like more
Okay.
inconspicuous, basically not really hiding from those two because they kind of know what I look like and how I walk and stuff. But they do probably recognize that I am actively like sneaking away in a non-conspicuous manner, doing my thing and like just gonna check.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead. Throw a perception for me.
E5.
You lost us. Where the hell did they go?
Yeah, you're looking at the back of someone's head in the crowd. It's like, he's not following us. No, you sort of you peek around. You're trying to see. You see the rest of the crowds, the other people milling about, and some of the guards that are patrolling the streets, but they just seem to be walking about.
Okay, and if I were to look for the Swarty man specifically, because I know he knows what we look like.
At a 5, no, you can't see. You don't see anyone looking like him. No.
Okay. I will still hang back a little bit and wait a minute or something before walking in.
Where are we now?
So you're at the base of the cathedral. So there's stairs going up that go through the graveyards, and then up into the cathedral. So you're just at the base of that.
All right. Is there like a platform here or a broad wall that I could stand on?
There's walls either side of the stairs. So as it goes up, it's like walled in, and then it fans out for the first graveyard, and then forward 100 or about 200 meters, and then there's another wall hemming them in. So sort of at each stair section, there are walls. Yeah.
Okay. And how busy is it here?
Busy for this time of night, but it's not packed by any stretch.
What time is it? Sorry.
It's about 11 o'clock.
Oh, 11 o'clock. Okay, no, I thought I'd give away a little performance, but at 11 o'clock, that's not really a good idea.
No, it's nighttime.
Yeah. Okay, all right, so I walk up the stairs. I'm assuming that's where we're going.
Yep. Yeah. Slaw, did you follow him?
Yeah.
Or do you react to Confidence's disappearance?
I'd be used to that. The place that we're at isn't like packed, right? Like body to body. Like there's large spaces of not people.
Yeah.
Is there anybody around who looks like they may be some sort of mage, arcanist, some sort of magic user around?
Roll a well, Wallace, you would know. Roll a perception for us.
17.
17. You look around. There's, you sort of see there's a guy, wearing standard common clothes, robes, common clothes. You sort of double back your maybe. So you see a couple of people, but that are wearing, I don't know, you would assume would be more magically orientated clothes, but you can't really tell whether they are wizards, mages, or priests. They just seem to be wearing sort of gowns, as it were.
ropes.
Okay, then I will follow Wallace.
Look, confidence.
Yeah, walking up.
You still. You,
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you just carry up the stairs. Again, it's not as packed as it was during the day, but you do notice there are a few more guards, and they're sort of stationed at intervals in between the graveyards, and there seems to be getting more of them. So at the first sort of set of stairs, there was 2 either side. You get the next one, there's 3 of them. The next one, there's 4 of them milling about, and it seems to be the closer you get to the cathedral, the more armed personnel are hanging about.
What do I know about these guards? Specific question: do they have anything on them that identifies them to be part of the guards, like a medallion or something that, if they're not wearing armor and guards clothing, that they could still identify themselves?
These guards, just their tunics, so they're not heavily armored or anything like that. They're just standard sort of city watch at this point. But on their jackets is a symbol of the city watch embroidered on it, and it's just their uniform. Really, it's not like a badge or a chain or anything for these guys.
Okay.
Good luck swiping that.
Well, you could certainly try.
I hear Confidence's voice in the back of my head, like, "Good luck swiping that." And I'm like, I look. Is there a place where I'm out of sight?
Yeah, you would reckon. So it's dark enough that there are, especially in the graveyard areas, there's plenty of nooks and crannies that you could hide in.
Excellent. I step into one of those nooks and crannies, and I'll cast Disguise Self on myself.
Okay. And what do you make yourself look like?
Pretty much the same as I do now, but I am wearing a tunic with a guard emblem on it.
Cool. All right. Disguise Self, is it an illusion, or is it what way does it work? It is an illusion, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay. Fair enough.
Is Confidence with us, or is she not with us at the moment?
I believe she caught. Well, I don't know whether she caught up, but she did follow.
Yeah, I'm followed. So I'm probably not with you, but I'm not far behind.
Okay, then I'll just stand at like the base of the stairs and just wait. And just look
so
around.
They had already started climbing the stairs. So were you? Yeah. So would you start at halfway or some such? Or,
yeah, like halfway up the stairs, I'll just stand there.
Yeah. So sort of in between Wallace and Confidence, give or take. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Cool.
I walk up to one of the guards and I go like, "Hey, Phil, how you doing, buddy?" I try to slap his hand.
Sort of looks at you.
Oh wait, you're not Phil. Oh, sorry. Totally misread your face. Sorry. How you doing?
Roll a performance.
Can I hear this?
Yeah, you aren't that probably.
How far away am I?
Performance or persuasion?
I'll let you decide. I'll leave that up to you. Either or.
I'm going for persuasion because it's 3 points higher. There we go.
Probably, oh, okay.
24.
24. Yeah. So
I got a persuasion of 10. I like bards. They're cool.
I don't know. My experience of them, they're quite shit. One I've seen. Jeez. Yes. So as you said, the guards are like, "What? No, Phil. Phil's up there. So he's up
sorry.
at the door. Yeah.
Wait, isn't he supposed to be on level 2? What's going on?
Could be. You know, Phil. Jeez, he just turns up where he wants to. You know.
Tell me about it. How are things, man?
Yeah, they're good. They're good. They'd be a lot better if we didn't have these sort of scoffs and goes elite coming in to look after things, as if we can't look after the bloody city.
I know. Please, I mean, hello, we look after it all day. They just come in at these special ceremonies and think they're the shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, if shit happens, I'm sure we are the ones that are going to take care of it, not those fucking elites.
Yeah, they're not going to risk their armor.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Are you here to take over for Phil? Are you?
No, I was just on my way. I was just thought I'd come see my buddies. Yeah. He's up there. Oh, I'll go say hi.
Yeah. Keep it short though. There's a couple of those elites up there. They don't like chatting too much.
Seriously? Fuck. I might not go up even. I mean, I don't want to get told.
Yeah. I feel you.
Yeah.
He sort of leans on his spear. He's like, yeah.
No. Oh, well.
Phil might be able to use the morale though.
The things we do for love, eh? I kind of tap him on the shoulder and say, "I'll talk to you later, man."
Yeah, he gives you a sort of pat as well. He's like, yeah, have a good one.
I start walking upstairs.
Walking past Slaw probably, or catching up. I will whisper as I walk by in Infernal. Because I assume I should know this. Slaw speaks Infernal.
Slaw speaks Abyssal, Common, Draconic, Goblin, and Infernal.
Oh, Jesus.
Good. I whisper in Infernal. Come along.
Just follow.
Okay, so as you go up, as you get to like the last tier, so as you pass the last graveyard and you're on the final ascent into the towards the church, Wallace, you'll notice that your nice jerkin that you've got on disappears.
I fucking knew it.
I
I take a step back. Does it reappear?
What way does?
wouldn't it dispel the magic?
Yeah, it would dispel it. Yeah, I think so.
Right.
It depends. Is it an anti-magic zone? Then the magic might pop up again if you step out. That's actually what I wanted to find out.
Oh, okay. Do you know what? I hadn't thought of that.
It's up to you.
Yeah, we'll say it pops back. So you take a few steps back and it sort of shimmers back into doing this. And as you do this, you see that there's a guard sort of standing just at the middling point of these stairs. As there's a few of them now. He's sort of leaning on his spear and he sort of gives you a sideways glance as you step back, and your jerkin comes back. He's like, he's sort of looking and like sort of shaking his eyes, just like, did I just see that? And he just looks a bit, I don't know, bemused.
I kind of yawn. Oh, man. Those fucking stairs. Oh, Jesus. How high did they go, right? Man.
Is there an edge to the side of the stairs? Like, does it just drop off?
No,
there's
there's walls. So they're only about sort of like waist height walls, just to stop you flinging yourself.
And then after over the walls, though, it just kind of drops off into the city, like the area below.
It drops off into the tier below. So it would drop off into one of the graveyard rings. So it wouldn't be that big of a fall, like, I don't know, 50 feet or so maybe. No, 50 feet. Sorry, 50. Yeah, 50 feet. I'm getting meters.
As we're walking,
confused.
I'm going to stay to the right side of a wall, and I'm just going to throw a card over.
a card.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You
All right.
you do realize what you gave me, right?
Cards. I can't remember.
Seriously?
Deck of illusions.
Oh.
Worst DM ever, jeez.
You just made these characters ages ago. Okay, remind me. Deck of illusions.
Basically, it's a deck, and then each different card can summon a different creature. There's 34 cards.
Yes.
Yeah.
What is there different colors, or am I thinking of? I'm thinking of Wallace's one.
What?
It's
Something magical too?
just a normal deck, and
Yeah.
so I
Okay.
don't actually have a
do you
deck of
get
cards.
to? I was going to say, do you get to choose, or do you roll for it, or are you just going to
It's
pick out of the
random.
deck of cards? So do you want to? If
Uh,
you've got a deck of cards there, you can go ahead.
I do not have a deck of cards here, sadly.
Okay.
I don't know how we're gonna do this.
Tell you what, roll. Well, there's 34 cards.
Yeah,
So roll 2d4s.
2d4s. Sure. That's 7. Or actually, well, yeah, that would be 34, I guess, right? If you're reading it like that.
Yep. Oh, 30.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, 34. So that is that is a joker,
Yep.
which is you.
Uh-huh.
So an illusion of you just appears where you chucked it down in onto the bit below you. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
Yeah. A you appears. A wild you appears.
I'm not sure that's the best thing to roll because the lowest it can get is 11.
Oh yes, there's no 0 on that. That's a first.
Yeah,
right?
there's no. So maybe, I don't know. It's up to you.
Yeah. I'll think of something.
Okay.
I wonder, is there a card drawer?
Yeah,
Online?
let's see if we can do that first because this doesn't seem great.
You're just upset because you got a U.
No, I'm upset because I had a much higher chance of getting a me.
Yeah.
It's a flawed way to do it.
There we go. Okay.
Hmm.
So you got a 5.
Okay, sure. I don't know what it is.
Holy shit. Okay. Hold on, I need to work out how to describe this.
Alright, that works.
Yeah. So you chuck it over the side. Now, what way does this work? Can you control it, or is it just stationary?
Let's see here. I get an action to move it. Yeah.
Okay. And I take it if it takes any damage, it's dispelled.
It's not dispelled, but anybody who comes into contact with it knows it's an illusion, and it lasts until the card is moved or until the illusion is dispelled.
Okay,
So as he comes out, I'm just gonna have him fucking roar like really loud and start swinging his fists in the air, just randomly.
Yeah, hold on.
Away from anything it could physically come into contact with, just in the air, just like King Kong.
Yeah.
But what is it?
So you chuck this card over the side, and you see this sort of puff of like cloud sort of start to grow up, and out of it comes this massive, monstrous thing, blue skin. It's very tall, you might say, giant. Sort of wearing sort of like plate armor.
Oh crap!
And yeah, it's got a mace in one hand, and it's just this hulking monstrosity, and it just bellows out and starts swinging wildly.
I'll turn towards it. Oh, keep walking.
Yep.
I would probably move quicker up the stairs because I don't want to be near that. Like most sane people probably would react.
Yeah. So all of the guards that are in the area, so basically everyone, even from like the town, can probably see this thing. At this point, you see all of the guards just turn and look at this thing and just go, and they start sprinting. So the guys that you were impersonating, Wallace, the guys with the jerkins, they're gone. They're like, fuck, nope, and they start running down. What
Once
you
they
do
get
see though,
once they get like 60 feet beyond me, like once because they're running past me, right?
yeah,
I'm gonna cast message, and I'm going to say, one of the wizards downstairs did it, and that's it. I'm just gonna say one of the wizards downstairs did it, and I'm just gonna keep walking.
all right.
Actually, what color were the tunics they were wearing? I just say when the blah blah blahs did it. Like describe them. Remember when I rolled for perception earlier?
Oh, the robes. They were
Yeah.
sort of varying colors. So there was like grey ones and red mostly. There was a couple of other
Okay.
colors, but they were the two ones that you've seen quite a few people kicking about with those sort of colors on.
I'm just gonna then I won't say that they did it. I'll just as they're running past, I'll message and I'll just say red robe, and I'll just keep going.
All right. As you do this, I don't know whether you check to see whether any of them do anything about this, but they just keep running. They don't
Nope,
seem to
I just keep walking.
But you do see from the top of the church, you see two guards come forward, and they are substantially different than the guards that you see. Well, you're assuming the guards anyway. They are wearing plate mail, so head to toe properly covered. They have sword and shield, I believe. Yep. Sword and shield again, gold emblazoned on them, so they're all, I mean, absolutely gleaming, gold trim, the heap, and all of you give me a perception roll on them, please.
Oh, wait, that's a 9. That's not too bad. 9 plus what? Oh, well, 10.
Yeah, 10.
19.
19.
I got an 8.
Yep. Even with all your bonuses?
I only got a +1 on my perception.
Oh, letting the
Same.
side down. Letting the side down.
It's my Achilles heel.
All right. Slaw, you will notice as you look at them that they're wearing sort of plate helmets as well. So most of their face is covered apart from sort of like the T-zone, if that makes sense. So you can see a bit of their mouth and their eyes fairly clearly. And they don't look stupid. You know, they look really, their eyes are darting back and forth between everything that's going on. They're darting back and forth. They're seeing the guards running. They are seeing yous standing there. So I don't know, Wallace and Confidence, did yous leg it when this thing appeared? Because Slaw didn't tell you that this was happening.
No, as soon as I hear the stuff behind me and notice other people running, I would have run with them.
I'm following the guards as well, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so you are booking it back. So they don't really pay too much attention to you, but Slaw, you notice that they look at you, they look at the thing, they look at the people running, and one of them pulls out a javelin and just hucks it at the storm giant.
I'm gonna watch just.
He misses.
I'll turn after he misses. I'll turn towards him and go, "Oh."
Yes. So he sort of turns around and nudges his mate, and he pulls out a javelin. They have javelins tied to their back. They have a javelin on their back. I forgot to mention that. So he pulls his out and gives it a go. He misses.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna
proud of the elite guard here. Yeah.
I'll notice this. I'll pull out my crossbow and I'll nod at them and aim at the giant and purposefully miss.
Yeah. Roll an attack roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm shooting way off.
Oh,
Like,
I know.
Super far.
I know.
That's not what you're rolling for. I have a feeling that's not what you're rolling for.
Yeah. Let's see here. What's my 19?
All right. You fire it off and it goes shooting off in the distance. All you hear is a ah, just echoing in the distance somewhere.
I'll turn towards the guards and I'll say, "There may be a magical barrier." And then I'll just start walking down the thing like the giant has a barrier around it because we're all missing, right?
Yeah.
Maybe it has a barrier. And then I'll just start walking down to meet up with those two.
Okay.
No, but I was running up and wait. Where is the thing? Is it on the bottom or at the top?
I'm going where
It's at the top.
It's at the top.
So it's more or less at the top. So it's sort of Wallace. I believe you were at the front because you were right beside the magical field. Then it was Slaw, and then it was Confidence, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
so
but I walked past Slaw at one point.
Okay, so then you would have been in front with Wallace, so it would have appeared just behind you. So you were sort of at the edge of the steps up into the cathedral. So it would have appeared behind you.
Yeah, I would have gone inside then because.
Yeah, that's fine.
And I don't got anything magical going on, so nothing would happen to me.
No. It's if you run past the elite guards, because some of the guards that were right at the door would have obviously went that way as well. It's only from sort of divided from the giant was here. The guards at this side went up into the church, and from that side they went down. So you could have followed either way. Sorry.
As I'm walking past the guards to meet up with them, I'm going to have the giant turn towards us like it noticed what we're doing and roar like real loud, like right towards us. And then Slaw's going to go, "Oh," and he's going to start running like he's terrified.
I need different dice. That's a natural one. Yeah, you just run right past them.
Oh.
Fucking elite guards. I'm swapping to these ones.
I'll try to catch up to those two.
No, I'm actually running down the stairs because I was like, oh shit, what's going on?
I'm catching up with Confidence then.
Yeah.
Okay. Split the party. That's a good idea.
Yep, I'm not going downstairs.
If Wallace, you'll notice that as you go down, there's like a whole big ruckus going on, and you'll start to hear bells being rang in the distance, alarm bells. You would assume, and you see that some more of these elite guards have sort of rounded and are trying to like rally the other guards. They're sort of barking orders at them, telling them to get fucking ass back up there and beat the shit out of them. Various things like that. All nice, charming words of compassion, and I understand why you're scared, but go fight the fucking thing. And they're starting to win them over, and a few are turning around and getting ready to head back up.
Okay, coming inside though, what would I have noticed?
So whenever you went in,
it's
so the church itself, as you look at it, has massive doors, as you would expect. Big oak ones, iron wrought, the whole heap. The two towers are on either corner of it, and they're just they're attached to the main building. Other than that, it's fairly rectangular-ish, standard church shape, just big. Whenever you go in, the floors are like marbled, and there's marble pillars down the center, balconies at sort of each level up, and there's about 3 or 4 levels of balcony. And from the overhang on the top, you would assume that directly above the door is also balcony. And there is a dais, so a sort of raised platform, like immediately sort of in the middle. It's sort of the most prominent feature. And that is probably all you would tell from an initial glance. If you want to make a perception roll, you can see if you see anything better.
6. I need to stop rolling perception with these dice.
Yeah. It's a very pretty church.
Okay.
How far away is Wallace from us?
So depends how far he kept running for. So you can.
I'll probably be either down on at the stairs or on my way there?
Yeah. I would say if you kept running at this point, you wouldn't probably be quite at the base because the guards had all sort of stopped there. So
Right.
there'd be quite a compact group of people you would have to squeeze through to get completely down.
Mhm.
But you would be sort of at the first tier, as it were.
Would he be more or less than 120 feet away from me?
120 feet. What's that in meters?
A lot.
Yeah.
About a third. Give or take.
I did all my measurements in meters. Sorry, guys.
That's cool.
Metric and shit.
It's a better way to do it.
About a third.
36. Yeah, no. Yeah, he's well out of that range.
Well out of that range?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I just keep going up the stairs to meet confidence.
As I go down the stairs, I see that they're being rallied, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. You'll notice that.
Then I because I'm pretty much last to get there, I kind of stand there and go like, "Come on, you pieces of shit! Let's show this thing who's boss. Follow me!" So I kind of have them charge this thing.
Yeah.
And I make sure that people see my face.
All right. Roll. Yeah, roll. Yeah, I'll let you. No, do you know what? Do performance, but I'll give you advantage.
Oh, there you go. Okay, an 8. Woo-hoo-hoo, and a 19. So that is 26.
Nice.
Yeah, no, they sort of look at you and go, "Who's this dickhead?"
Okay.
No, I'm joking. Yes, you see them. They're sort of, a lot of them had already sort of turned around at this stage. It's sort of half getting ready from the elite guards at the back, sort of trying to force them back up. But whenever they see you and you're there and you're like, "Yeah, come on, we can do this," you see them at the front. They're like, yeah, they sort of look around and say, "Yeah, there's enough. Yeah, and they all can charge forward. You also notice that the elite guards are sort of like, "Fuck's this guy." So do you charge with them? Do you like lead the charge?
Absolutely. We go back up the stairs.
All right. Yes. So you run it out. What is the giant doing at this point? Is it something you said was it had turned around to face the church to roar towards the guards?
Yeah.
Was the last command you gave it? Is it still facing that way and sort of?
No,
that way,
it turned around, and I'm gonna have it walk away from the church, like probably at its maximum movement speed. It just starts bolting, like it's got somewhere to be, like it's got an intent vision on what it's got to hurt.
Okay, so does it start heading down the steps then, or does it just like jump down the tier?
Oh yeah, it's gonna just jump down the tier. Yeah, and
Okay.
yeah, just
okay. It's right on you then, because you Wallace, you were on the sort of first tier, so it's jumped down onto the second. You run up, it's right there. And
right.
do you engage it in any way, shape, or form, or do you let the guards?
No, I engage it. I look, fucking kill this thing. I grab my sword and I start stabbing it.
Yeah, go ahead, gives an attack roll.
That is 16.
Okay. What way do you attack it? Do you like stand calm and collected and sort of thrust at it or stab at it, or do you like put your weight into it to try and get it?
No, I jump towards it. Like,
I was hoping you'd say that. You jump towards it. Give me an either acrobatics or athletics check, your choice.
That would be acrobatics.
Go for it.
15.
15. Yeah, that's ample. So you jump at it and you sort of stab into it, and as you go in, you see the skin, or it's sort of the fleshy part of its its muscular leg, getting closer, closer, and then your sword goes into it. Not much effort, and it keeps going and keeps going and keeps going, and you're through it, and you can choose how you land.
Can I, at this time, drop the tunic that I'm wearing?
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. So, do you do anything fancy for the landing, or do you just?
No, I land hard, like motherfucker.
All right. So you land and give your performance, and as you're sort of down and looking around, the other guards actually get to it and they start stabbing at it and stuff, and you see a few of them are sort of starting to go, wait, what? Is waving through it. What? A few of them are so enfrenzied by your moving speech that they're not even realizing that it's so easy to cut into, but they're just yeah, this is gonna get it. Yeah.
Am I almost up to confidence, or did I meet up with her?
Yes, you would be. You should be both together at this point.
Okay. My question: while all this was going on at the stairs, could I have gotten to the pedestal, checked it out? Because I assume that's where the anti-magic field thing is.
You could assume that.
Okay, I wanna find out. I would have gotten closer to be able to like check it out or something.
Yeah, go for it.
I would like to roll a perception, just see if there's any guards, anything that looks trapped, anything off about this place, anything I should be noticing.
Okay, go for it.
Would I roll
Slaw?
Perception or investigation?
I would say investigation for you, perception for Slaw.
Okay,
18.
19. All right. Slaw, you're just looking in general terms, yeah?
Yeah, trying to see guards, traps, just anything that would catch my attention at all.
You notice that there are guards in here. There are a few sort of dotted about. There are a couple either side of the platform, the one that's in the middle, that are just stand at the back. And these guys are all the same that were on the outside. They're in that plate armor. And the one thing that you notice is, even though there's that big ruckus going on outside, they have not budged from where they've stayed where they were told to stay. They haven't moved to investigate it or anything. As far as traps, it's a big church. It's quite an open area. There might be, you would need to check specific things to see whether anything was potentially booby trapped.
There's nothing like obvious.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
No, there's not a sign saying this is trapped.
Fair enough. All right.
Dang it!
No,
they should put those up more.
Yeah. Let's see what else So there's the doors as well behind you. So as you go in, the doorway sort of, you're walled in on either side of the doors, and then you go into the main area, so it sort of opens out into a more rectangle, and behind is, you would assume, the entrance to the towers. There's a couple of doors there, and it's the walls are sort of rounded, so you would assume. And there's two other doors at the back, as well as the main dais, which is the raised part at the very back of the church, which you would assume is where someone would stand for ceremonies and whatnot.
Okay.
The central dais, the one that Confidence you were investigating, what were you looking for in general, or just having a good look at it?
In general, no, it's not really in general. I'm actually having a good look at it. In case of protection, is this where the anti-magic field device would be, and does it look like, except guards, is there some kind of protection for it, aka traps?
You got a 19?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. You can tell there's a distinct hum coming off it. That's just you can tell, even though a orientated church is not.
What did you say?
She's not magic orientated. She's not a mage or wizard or
She's a warlock, partly.
partly. Okay, well then you can feel this aura coming off it.
Yeah.
It's definitely doing something, and given the information that you had previously, you'd say, yeah, this is it. Apart from the guards standing either side of it, you can't really tell whether it's booby trapped, but from the position of it, how easy it is to get, you would say they're going to have something on there to stop you just swiping it. So it's also encased, so it's not just sitting open. It's on a dais, and it's got like a boxed glass box around it, just to sort of like a display box more than anything. It doesn't look like it's overly sturdy, but it's there.
Okay. Okay. Well, I don't
Cool.
run up to it or anything then, but I would like, get into a safe place and be like, pretending to be one of the scared people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wallace.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I scramble up and I said, like, this thing's a fucking fake. There must be some magic user around here. Let's find it.
All right. Yeah. Do you know what? I won't even make you roll for that one. They're impressed by you. The fact that you've led this charge against this mighty creature, not knowing that it was real or not, and you leapt at it. And they're like, this is we'd follow this guy. Yeah. So you see, sort of, the ones that were stabbing feverishly, that were just jabbing at it. You see them now more slowly going, passing their thing. He's right. Yeah, shit. And you see, them sort of exchanging looks and go, yeah, we need to get a magic user. Yeah. At this point, the elite guards have sort of pushed their way through. As you shout this, they're not quite at the front yet, but they're getting there. Fucking elite guards. Legitimately rolled a 4 and a 3. They're just like, yeah, magic user. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, so they turn around to the guards, and they take a sidelong glance at you, sort of like sort of a look of, who are you to be telling our guards what to do type glance, and they sort of bring themselves out a bit more, and they're like, right, fan out, find him. And you see the guards starting to disperse off, and one of the other elite guards is sort of pairing them up into, you would assume, sort of search parties. They're sort of going, right, you two over there, and they start splintering off. The other guard, the one that originally shouted out to them, he saunters over to you. It's like, yeah, that was brave. He's sort of looking you up and down.
Not as brave as you, my friend. Come on, we got this. I start running down the stairs and say, look for anybody that's wearing magic user stuff.
Roll
a persuasion?
For stuff.
For stuff. No, roll roll performance.
Performance, there we go.
Yeah.
Also good. That is a 22.
Jesus wept. I don't need dice. It's look, guys, just carry on.
I got a +7, eh? Bam.
Jesus.
Okay.
Right.
While he's doing all that, in the ruckus, would I be able to see like an unguarded door, which I might be able to slip through to get into the back?
It's quite open.
Are there a lot of people in the church like hiding and scared of the giant?
Yeah. There's a few of the guards, the standard guards, that were obviously milling about the entrance that came in, and then there's the elite guards that are still at their posts. So there's a few of them at the doors as well, or near the doors in some cases.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. When she's done with her thing, I have a thing.
Okay. with the amount of people that are milling about and hiding and motion, you think you might be able to sneak into a door. There are guards, the elite guards, near them, but they're not actively, blocking them or anything like that. So you would think, you've snuck into worse places.
I would go for it. I would so go for it.
Okay. Any door in particular?
Something that looks like it leads to the left.
At the front or the back? So at the front is the towers. At the back, you don't know what's there.
A front? Because
Okay.
towers are good. Specifically left ones?
Yeah, yes. Or right ones, depending on what time you got me at in the last stream.
Yes, that one.
Yes.
The
I'm
right
actually
one.
glad Optic is not here because I have had issues with continuity in the past and I'm having a field day with that. In fairness, I was drunk last time. But, okay. So...
Last time on stream?
No.
Okay.
Last time I DM'd for him and doors started moving places and windows appeared and then disappeared. It was a whole big thing.
Just Harry
Drunk
Potter
on
shit.
stream? That would be ridiculous.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, door.
If you want to go through it, let me think. How are you going to do this? So you could...
Ooh.
Are you going to just... are you going to immediately try and hide and get to the... Or are you just going to try... what way are you going to get through this door? What would be your method?
What way are most people acting?
Sort of the initial shock seems to be over, and hearing, because you could sort of hear in the distance the guards sort of war cries, for want of a better word. So it doesn't sound like people getting slaughtered. So they're calming down, but they're still a bit on edge. So they're sort of huddled into groups and sort of murmuring.
Yeah, I would basically join one of the groups, kind of as a slightly less squared shoulders, of course, because I'm trying to blend, and be at one of the groups, and then when opportunity, when I would think the best opportunity would be, I would basically take a step back, open a door, and into the other side.
Do I notice her doing this? Like that she's about to do the thing I'm sure I've seen her do before?
What would you have been doing? Would you have been watching her? Or have you just been standing staring at a wall?
Oh no, he would have walked into the crowd, kind of at the edge of the crowd, sort of by a guard, and sort of just glancing around, taking in everything.
Okay. Given that, I would say you've seen her do this before, so you would have seen her maybe not go through or maybe not try the door, but you would have seen her slink off into a group off to the left.
Okay, I'm gonna kind of stand up. Go, excuse me, did anybody feel tremors when they saw the giant?
People sort of glancing at you. But, there's one or two that go no, and then there's yeah. I said, jeez, there was slates falling off the house. Yes. It was ridiculous. Someone was hit by what I knew him. Yes. He was hit by the fallen pots, and then as he says that, there are more people that are just yeah, that was ridiculous. The street was cracking and everything. So,
I'm gonna turn towards the guard and say, I felt no tremors. I don't think the giant was real. I think they're misremembering.
Which guard? Is it a...
Oh, a normal guard.
Normal
Not
guard.
your crazy high rolling elites.
I don't know. You probably would be better with them. I don't know. Well, this guy's sort of just oh no, I don't know. I seen that thing. I've fought giants before. Yeah, it's just you know a fake one when you see it. And he's just nah.
Okay. All right. Okay. Then I'm just gonna. Very well then. Just be on alert. This doesn't feel right. And they'll just kind of meander into the crowd.
As you're walking away, two guards come in through the entrance, and you see them hurry up to a couple of the elite guards and sort of quickly whisper something, and they start darting between the guards. As you see, one of them comes up to the guard that you were talking to, whisper something, and he sort of goes, "Oh," and gives you an odd look, and then goes, "Don't worry, everyone. It was a fake. It's all good. Nothing to worry about. Yeah, it's fine. It's mage playing tricks. Yeah,
this all seems like a really good distraction for her."
Yeah.
We're
it's
gonna
okay.
roll, or do I just?
No, given that distraction, I will let you try the door, but it is locked.
Can I sneakily open it?
You can give us a lockpicking is sleight of hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
Well, actually, not to be.
Oh no, it's not actually. No, it's just a straight roll, isn't it? Because you had your proficiency bonus.
Actually.
Okay, what do I roll?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, just a straight D20, I believe.
Straight D20.
Is what her DM was trying to tell us.
No. It depends if she's proficient with lockpicking tools. Then
she is.
Then she can add her proficiency and the according skill that you would think would be fitting. It can be sleight of hand, but it can also be like dexterity. Usually, it's dexterity or intelligence.
Ah, okay. Go ahead, give us a roll then with give you your dexterity, sure.
Can't I use sleight of hand instead because I'm doing stealthily?
No, because sorry, I misspoke with sleight of hand because sleight of hand already has probably your proficiency modifier added to it. So then you would add it twice. So it's just either dexterity plus your
proficiency or sleight of hand.
Yeah, exactly. Not sleight of hand because that probably already has.
Yeah,
it's already dexterity.
Yeah.
Okay, straight D20. Okay, not too bad. 11 plus 1 plus what my proficiency plus 3. So 15?
15,
yeah. It opens relatively easy. You don't think this was an overly secure lock, really.
Is it like tools?
So yeah, you've got it open and you're in and away. Slaw, at this point, I'm assuming did you slink off towards her?
Oh yeah, I'm kind of in the middle of the crowd, sort of just looking around. Like I know where she is, right?
Yeah. Well, you would if you're keeping an eye on her, you would see her sort of opening the door and slinking through. So
yeah, I'm gonna head in that direction, but still stay in the crowd and kind of just look over and look at all the guards. Just keep eyes on the guards mostly, see what they're doing.
Yeah, you see most of them. The two that came in originally, they're still working their way through the guards, sort of chatting to them. You don't know.
Are they all distracted by that? Does it look like anybody's staring in my general direction at the door, anything like that?
There's still quite a kerfuffle from your guy. The guard that you were talking to is still sort of addressing people, telling them it's all okay and don't worry, he's here, and that sort of shit. So you'd think no one's paying too much.
I'll try to slink off towards the door, just. Yep. Just go into the door.
All right. Do you try and be stealthy about it, or?
Oh, of course, yeah. Just, I mean, gracefully.
Give us a quick stealth check.
Sure.
Flows through the door.
Oh, this is
like a dove.
Yeah.
16?
6. Yeah. No one even notices you. In fact, you almost look like, because some of these people are the ones that you had said hello to in the streets, and you get the feeling that they're actively trying not to look at you. And
oh, that's clever. That's why you did that.
Genius.
So you're through the door.
And once I get through the door, I would like to try to cast a message to her. Confidence, that's her name. And I'd like to just say, I'm testing to see if my magic works.
Do I
It
hear
does
it?
not.
I do not hear anything. What do I see on the other side, though?
Well, first, Wallace.
Yes.
So you, let me see. Yeah, I rolled really bad, didn't I? So the guards were away. The guards have more or less dispersed.
Yeah.
The elite guards, the elite guard that is still sort of pairing off the remaining rabble and giving orders. The first one that you talked to he's still sort of keeping an eye on you, but he's moved off a bit now.
I kind of walk towards him, and I kneel down. I take a knee, and I say, "Sir, my lord, master, there are. I saw a cloaked man when I arrived here only minutes ago. He seemed strange, and I think he might be behind all this."
He sort of looks at you and goes, "And you're mentioning this only now?"
I didn't think much of it. There were many cloaked figures walking around, but putting two and two together, I haven't had the education that you have, my lord.
Do a persuasion for us.
Oh, am I good at that? Yeah.
I think so. Given so far.
That is a 24.
Do you know what, I was going to roll for him, but that's well, actually that's an 18. Hold on. No, still not. Okay, yeah, he doesn't. He's like, he doesn't look 100% convinced. He's like, I don't know. That seems very convenient, but he's like, where did you see him?
He went into that alley, sir, my lord, captain, lordship. Perhaps I would go after him, but if he's that powerful with magic, perhaps you could look, please.
Sort of looks at you and goes, I don't know. There's something odd about this. We'll go and check it out. But he turns to another, just a standard guard. Goes, you come here. Escort him up to the church. Stay there until I come back. I want a word with you. And then he turns and walks off.
Oh, I bet this is a promotion.
The other guard sort of looks at you on your knees like,
I get up.
well,
I told him, right? Yeah.
it's like, yeah. So, did you find Phil? I look at him. It's the same guard that is talking to you down before.
No, I haven't yet. No. He was probably up there, right? But the weirdest thing is, I jumped through that illusion and my outfit just disappeared. It was so fucking weird.
Did I not say your outfit came back?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
he
but I
said
know
he
that-
dropped
I-
it
I-
on
I
purpose when he
dispelled
went
it.
into
Oh,
the
yes,
giant-
you did. Correct, yes, sorry.
It was so fucking weird. I feel so naked without it, man. It just freaks me out. That's why I was kind of kneeling down, you know. I felt like, oh, those guys, if I'm not wearing my outfit, I'm in trouble.
Yeah. I mean, I'm always keen to get out of this thing, but yeah, all right, come on.
Yeah.
Sort of points to the church.
Me
He's like,
too. I can't wait to take it off, but you know, not with those elites walking around. Jeez.
Yeah. So he'll escort you, or at least attempt to escort you up to the church.
I'll go with him.
All right. While you are heading towards the church, confidence as you go into the or as you enter the door.
Yes, what's on the other side?
Yeah, you'll see it's it looks like a poor man's study, if that makes sense. So compared to the really ornate gold spangled marble decor of the outside. In here, it's fairly plain. It's sort of flagstone floors, but there are bookcases along 3 of the walls. So the wall to your, and then there's also a door just beside that, the far bookcase on the right hand side. And it's not a massive room. It's only maybe 50 feet across. No, not 50 feet. Sorry, 30 feet across. It's sort of square, so it's not big by any stretch of the imagination. But it's and it's lit. There are torches, but there's apart from that, and Slaw obviously slinks in behind you.
Do I say something of interest?
You could make a investigation if you want to look at anything in particular.
Hell yeah. 17.
17. You see a lot of books.
Anything that looks really interesting and tasty? Guess I would stop and look at the spines for a bit and see if there's something that pops out.
Yeah, looking through the spines, they're like catalogs of dates and things. They seem like records more than anything. And from what you can see from glancing there, they go from through to 453 or some such.
Nothing that would give any light on the anti-magic device.
Possibly, if you maybe scroll through them, there might be a volume in it, but it would take you a while to.
Yeah, I wouldn't scroll
skim through them all. No, you would have to skim through quite a few.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't do that. That would take too long.
There's no like titles or anything on the spine, anything like that.
No, they're just numbered.
Just numbered. Okay.
Is there a desk in there?
Is there a
desk?
Desk? There's a
or sit at.
Yeah. Yes. There is a small one on the wall with the door that you just came through, but it's tiny. It's just a plain wooden desk with a plain wooden chair. You would assume for whoever's in looking at the books would sit to read up.
No drawers, no.
Nope. There is there is a quill.
Yeah.
And an ink pot and a couple of sheafs of paper, but just looks like standard writing equipment.
Okay. I would go to the other door.
All right. Yeah. It opens up and there is a staircase in behind it.
And I
spiral.
would go back and pick up the quill and pocket it and then keep walking.
Fair enough.
As I follow her, I'm just going to take a book.
Yeah. Make a Constitution saving throw. No, my joke. Yeah. Which book? Go on. Give us a number.
Give us a number. 13.
Okay. Yeah. You lift and pocket 13.
I'll start trying to read it as I follow her.
Categorized?
Yeah. Yeah.
As I follow her, I'm going to crack it open and start reading.
I would head up the stairs.
Okay. Wallace.
Mm-hmm. As we're kind of walking up the stairs, I feel like I feel like, oh man, it's so fucking weird seeing that what's probably the thing that cast the illusion out there. Wasn't it real? Didn't it look real?
So yeah.
Jeez, oh man, sure scared the shit out of me. But we faced it and we were. Holy shit! I'm thinking, don't we have that protective dome around this thing that protects it from magic?
It's like, I don't know, there's some funky stuff going on there, but
Yeah, but that's just it. They probably cast his magic outside to distract everybody. Holy shit, that thing must be in danger. Come on, let's go there. I kind of grab him and start pulling him into the church.
All right, yeah, I'm not even going to make you a roll for that because, yeah. Okay, yeah. You burst in through the doors. Well, the doors are open, but you burst in through the doors. This guy you're trailing him by the arm while he's going. He looks a bit confused, but at the same time, he's like, "No, this guy got this. He's been right for a yeah. Well, I don't fully understand it, but yeah. So, yeah, you burst in, and the floor is yours.
I look around. Where did we leave it? Do you know where they stole it? Where did they stole it?
He's sort of looking at you, going, "What the
magic
stuff?" He sort of points to the main the dais that's in the middle. He's like, "What, that thing?"
Duh! I know that thing. Everybody knows that thing. There's the other one, the backup, right?
The what?
The backup magical defense that we have installed.
Did we tell Wallace about this?
How loudly are you?
We did not.
We did not
You
tell
didn't?
Wallace. No.
Oh, sorry. Then I totally.
No.
Sorry.
Sorry. So hold on. No, he will have known because remember he signed the contract, so he would have met up before.
Okay, good. Oh, sorry.
So he will have gotten the no. He will have had the same sort of docket that you got with the do this, then do this, then do this.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. No. He's got his tick list. So yeah. How loud are you saying this?
Not very loud. I'm kind of whispering because I don't want to freak out everybody that's here, but I don't actually want anybody else to hear. But I'm whispering in an urgent manner.
Yeah, he's like, I don't know. I don't know what you mean.
Seriously? Oh my god! You better not let the elites know about this. You're gonna be fucked. All right.
He's like, what? That's what? There's. I mean. There are other artifacts, but they don't do anything, I don't think.
We gotta split up. All right. You go over there. I'll go over here.
Okay. And he turns around.
I head off.
And as he's walking, he's sort of looking around. What am I meant to be doing? It's just, he really doesn't look sure, but he's just like, do you know what? No, yeah, it's your sheer will is the only thing that's. I'll just go and check it out. I take it you go off to the left.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you do you. Yeah. What do you do?
I go and try to find this item that we need to destroy.
Okay. So on the sheet that you would have gotten, you do know that it's going to be in the left tower somewhere.
Mm-hmm. So I start heading up there.
Yep. So you head to the same door that they went through. Do you just go through? Do you just like saunter through like I'm meant to be here?
Yeah.
Or do you try? Yeah, that's fine. And it's unlocked.
There we go.
Courtesy of confidence. So confidence as you're sort of starting up the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you're probably already part way up. Slaw, I'm assuming you're following somewhat behind. As you start to get up the steps, the door behind you, or the door into the other room opens, and in comes Wallace.
Sherm with crossbow.
You shoot him with the crossbow?
No, I just turn because I hear that somebody come behind us. I don't know it's him.
Oh, okay. I thought you said you shot him.
All right.
Oh, you're still alive. Go back to my book and fall confidence. What's my book say?
Yes.
My book says yes.
Yes, it does. Your book
Nice.
reads
Unlike
somewhat. It reads a bit like an encyclopedia crossed with a Bible.
Okay.
So it's sort of like on this date, the Lord said whatever, but it's very chronological. It's very methodical in that at this date, at this time, this battle between these two gods happened at this place, and it seems to be cataloging these events in that way. And it's very detailed about who was involved in what fights, marriages, deaths, births. It seems nearly like an encyclopedia of the history. But it's very, very religious bent to it. So like I said, it reads somewhat like a Bible in that respect.
Okay.
10 points to anyone in chat who knows where I ripped off this idea from. I do not, and I cannot remember. And I'm pretty sure I've not came up with this myself. So please let me know.
Actually, is anyone checking chat?
Actually, no.
Master of Flowers was there.
Yeah,
Probably
but
saying
I haven't.
hashtag
opened it,
worst
so-
DM.
Yeah, hashtag worst DM doesn't even check
Yeah.
the chat.
Doesn't even check the chat.
I always check the chat.
Really?
Maybe.
I don't think you do.
No.
The opposite, never.
Yes. Oh, Master of Flowers actually subscribed.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Money, 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 money.
Okay, sorry,
Money.
interruption.
Anyway,
Let's go on.
yes. So you're reading your chronological book of the history. Wallace, you've just came into this room. You see it as it was, minus one book in the bookshelf.
And the quill.
And the quill. And you see Slaw sauntering, gliding up the stairs.
Okay. I'm gonna send you a little chat, Brains.
Okay.
But I just follow the rest.
Roger that. Okay. Back to confidence.
What do I find? What happens up going up the stairs? What do I find? Do I find guard? Do I find anything? Do I peek around and spot something, or is it just keep walking? I
roll
would
a
walk
perception.
fairly carefully. Like I wouldn't just like.
You
because-
would walk carefully. Okay.
Yeah,
I
I
was.
would.
I was going to get you a trick step. Okay, so so you go up fine.
Okay.
If you're taking your time, you're okay.
Yeah. I don't want to.
You probably don't even notice it.
And I do use my boots to walk extra silently because.
Yeah.
I don't
That's
want to
fine.
be the one that alerts something because I'm walking first, and I don't want to walk first into spear.
Yep. So you get up, and you come into it's not another door at the end of the spiral staircase. It just seems to come up near enough into the middle of the tower. So it sort of just comes up, and you're in the center of the room, and it's a much more ornate library essentially, and it's quite a few levels high, but it's hollow in the middle, if that makes sense. So you can look up and you can see right the way, but then there are balconies at set levels, and there are stairs off to the side that you can get to them, and it's just wall to wall with books.
Wow. Yeah. Do I see something else?
You should roll a perception and see.
Ooh, 8.
Lots of pretty books.
Okay, I would slowly start walking up the stairs and start looking for what might be the anti-teleportation device.
Yeah, okay. Shin, do you...
Yeah, I'll roll perception to get a look around. And 13.
Yeah, okay. You, as you look through, you see that it's nice and ornate. More importantly, you also see that the books here are the same sort of spine as the ones below, and they seem to pick up where the ones downstairs left off. They start going on, and it looks like it's wall to wall the whole way up of these chronological things. You also see along the sort of set intervals in between the bookcases are little display cabinets with various trinkets in each one, and they seem to be dotted the whole way around as well. Wallace, have you joined them by this point?
Yeah. Hey guys, how we doing? I kind of embrace both of them a bit for a moment, like.
Oh, I'm not even close. I'm like up
Mhm.
already.
No, yeah, I'm
Yeah,
like
she's
just
went up.
I'm walking
Also,
towards the
I
books.
try to
looking
get
at all
close to them and
this.
said, "Did you fucking see that dragon? Holy shit! That dragon, that giant."
I was going to say dragon. Jeez.
Sorry, I had a
Someone's-
for some reason I have a frost giant of a frost white dragon in my mind.
No, it was meant to be a storm giant. I don't know how well I described it. I just had to go
Hmm.
what they look
okay.
like.
Cloud giant, I believe.
Cloud giant, sorry, cloud giant.
Yeah.
That was fucking weird, right?
Honestly, I didn't stick around to check it out.
Oh, well, okay.
Why?
Then
Did you
I
do
guess it's just me.
something cool?
You know me.
So no.
I always do something cool.
You always think you do something cool.
Aw.
You
Here.
overdo it, man. Overdo it.
I take off the ring and I kind of flip it to her.
Eye catch.
There you go.
Thank you.
There are trinkets everywhere.
Nice, huh?
I have something else to do. I'm gonna go to where the books pretty much end, like as far as I can, and I'm gonna switch out the last book with 13, and I'm gonna start reading the last book.
Somewhere there's a librarian who is just going to murder the shit out of you. In fact, you know what? I hope this turns into a one-shot in 3 parts so that I can make a librarian PC character, make him so fucking OP. The rest of the one-shot's going to be him pissed chasing you.
Oh,
And when I put 13 back, it's gonna be backwards and upside down.
Oh, you are
Oh, you're one of those people.
literally worse than Hitler.
would I see Slaw do this?
Well, if he went to the end is at the top, so it sort of goes from
I probably
lowest
wouldn't
to
then.
highest. So he would have had to the stairs.
Yeah.
So you, Confidence and Wallace, you are sort of near each other. Slaw has went up.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Cool. Slaw, did you tell them about the trinkets on the side? You did before you
Yeah,
went
Yeah,
up.
you did.
Yeah, so you said that.
So I would start investigating the trinkets.
Yep.
And checking out-
Confidence, can you give me a perception check, please?
Probably not, because my perception always sucks, but sure. Oh, hey, 17! Not too bad.
Yeah.
17, cool. So you were looking at the trinkets, yeah?
Yeah.
Spot on. You sort of look through, and a few of them, they look strange. There's loads of like varying sort of relics darted about the place. Are you looking for anything in particular?
I am looking for... anything that looks like a magical device. Pretty much. Because I realized I do not know what the anti-magic teleportation thing looks like. Or I didn't write it down at least. So I would...
In the
Look
in
like
the
the one
thing,
downstairs.
yeah, it's sort of like a vase type thing.
Okay, I would probably look for a waste type, but I would also keep an eye out for other useful magical items that might end up in my pocket.
Okay, there are quite a few, so it would, if you were wanting to check them, it would take a bit of time, not long, but you know, if you were wanting to look at one and go, okay, is that something worth?
I would probably try to find the teleportation thing first, but like, okay, that might be something, I'm gonna come back to you guys.
Yeah, go for it. Give me a in Arcana check if you're looking for the magical one.
Can I assist her?
You can certainly, yeah.
While I'm up top, can I look down and get a perception and see if there's anything maybe they'd be missing from this vantage point?
Go for it.
19.
That was with the assistants.
Yeah. Well, my first roll was 19, and the second one was worse. So.
Ah, okay, cool. No, that's fine. Yeah. So you're. It would take you a while to check each one individually. So a step back and look at all of them and try and go, is there anything here that's particularly magic-y? And you see that there's quite a few that are sort of giving off a bit of a a hum, but there's one that's sort of niggling at you. It's about the two balconies up in one of the corners near the stairs, and you think that's worth a look.
I would go there.
Your perception check, Shin?
Only
Or
11.
Slow. 11. You look down, you see the stuff kicking about. Are you magically orientated?
What do you mean?
Are you a magical character?
Yeah.
You have magic. Yeah.
Huh? Sorcerer.
Yeah. Again, I didn't refresh myself. I didn't do my homework before I started this. I apologize.
No,
Worst
I think
DM ever.
It's not
I
like
know,
it's
it's
been
just-
using a spell the whole time. Cantrip.
Well, yeah, but I mean that could be other characters get that. Sure. It's fine, yeah. Like I mean, these are
Arcane
levels.
Trickster.
Yeah, arcane trickster. Yeah.
Okay, fine. Fair enough.
Don't you dictate the old laws to
Yeah.
me. I was there when
Yeah.
they were written. Yeah.
I wasn't, but Ruger was.
Yeah, I'm old. Okay, everybody knows.
Yeah. In the dark days
Yeah.
before third edition.
Before lights.
Back when everything was black and white before they invented color.
Yeah. When
yeah.
halfling wasn't a race, it was a class.
Yeah. And the
Is-
OG.
Yeah.
Anyway, yes, you've been magically oriented. You'll notice the same sort of hum coming from some of these artifacts. You can't really pin down, what one does over the other, but you can definitely pick out which ones were magical.
Okay, is there a balcony? You said there are like balconies on the outside of the spire?
Yes.
Okay. Is there one near me at the top here?
Sorry, you're on one. Sorry, the balconies are on the inside.
Okay, so there's nothing heading outside. Are there windows?
No,
anything?
it's all. Sorry, it's all enclosed. Yeah.
All enclosed. Nothing. No way in. No way out.
There are windows at each balcony, sort of dotted about 3 in each of them, but there's no like doors or easy way to just sort of. I mean,
And
if
the
you want to throw
windows-
yourself,
Are the windows
Yeah.
open?
they are closed, but they are openable. Like they're not
Okay.
sealed.
I'll open one, and then I'll take a card and throw it as hard as I can.
Oh fuck me. Just do a quick check on that. Is there a range on that?
I think there's a range for how I can control it. Random. Oh yeah, no, it has to be on a point on the ground within 30 feet of me. Yeah.
Okay.
So never mind.
Yeah.
Because I'm
That's
guessing we're too far up.
Yeah, it's quite a tall tower. And also,
Pardon me.
I mean, if that didn't get it, the anti-magic field would have.
Yeah. That's why I was thinking throwing it super hard. But yeah, fair enough.
It is starting to get close to 10:30.
Yes, it is.
Get up early. Just
Yeah.
sort of small
That's
reminder.
true. I wanna think that they actually found the urn or something. I do wanna investigate it before I break off, so I actually have a chance to see
Yeah.
if it's the right one.
Yeah, that's fine. So you go up to the one that you sort of you had an inkling about.
Yeah.
Yep. You go up to it and you no, you got a 19. Whenever you see it, you look at it and you go, yeah, this is the one. This is the one we're after. It looks very similar to down in the main area, but just a few subtle wee differences to it, just in the design. But looking at it, you're like, yeah, this is the boyo.
Okay. I will basically tell them, guys, this is the one.
All right.
Still look out the window, see if there's see what's going on outside generally before closing it and going down.
Now that you got your ring back, are you going to tell me? Are we going to destroy it now, or what's the plan?
The whole plan was just to scout out the place, not make a complete ruckus, but Sly, I thought you knew this.
Who said I did anything?
You always do something.
I rarely do anything.
Oh, but whatever you do with style.
Yeah.
Anyways, this is it. I mean, we're here. we might be able to get it, but it will still leave us with trying to get the other one later.
It's up to you, baby.
Can
Act
I
confident.
investigate it for traps?
Yeah, go for it.
Ten.
You look at it and you... Looks all right.
I don't see a trap.
Might I check for?
I take a couple of steps back.
Can I like check for any magical traps, like an Arcana check or something?
Go for
Sure.
it.
Nope. I think that's like a 7.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
it's
the
in-
only magic that you can feel what's coming from it. You don't notice
But
anything.
it's in the anti-magic field, right?
It is.
So I will break out my lockpicks.
I
And
take a couple more steps back.
and
Yeah.
go for it and try to, because it was in an encasement, right? And so I will try to get that open if it's locked or if I can just lift it off. Or
Yeah, no, it's just like a lid over it,
Okay.
so you can lift it up.
I would lift it off.
Get down to the ground.
Yeah, that's fine. You lift it off. Yeah.
You still alive, baby?
Looks that way. And I will break
It
out.
sure does. Mm-mm.
And I will probably take out the lead case. Did I bring the lead case? Well, I had the lead case.
You had it. We'll say you brought it. Yeah.
Okay, sure. I will bring it out and like look at the vase specifically. Like, if I lift this, is this gonna trigger something?
I take a couple of more steps back.
I take a couple steps forward.
Stretch to the side, grab a couple of books, and slide them over instead, and like take it
Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very good.
and put it in the case.
Cool.
And
Whenever you take it off.
Yeah.
Whenever you take it off and slide the books across, one thing that you really notice about it is it is heavy.
Ooh,
It is
more books.
quite heavy. And you sort of slump a bit as you put the books across, and you see the books just sort of go chink.
I would notice it's quite heavy. I would like press down on the books, just to make sure it doesn't raise up. And like,
I'll go
guys,
start gathering more books.
more books.
Make a strength check for me.
I was gonna say I don't have any hands left for that. I'm holding stuff, but then I realized I'm not actually holding stuff.
Yes,
Not that
actually,
realized.
that's
Just, ah!
yes, that's a fair point. Yes, never mind
No,
that.
but like, no, it's a strength check. Yes, pure strength.
Yeah, I'll let you make the strength check.
Oh fuck.
I'm right next
actually,
to it, so
given-
I can
well,
just do it.
Given that you're also holding things, strength check with disadvantage. Given that you were you were jarred out by
Oh.
the.
I'm right next to her, so I'll help out. I'll just like put my weight on it as best as I can.
Okay, just a flat strength check. Then that'll get rid of the disadvantage.
Okay, 13.
13. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, I knew it.
Fuck.
Slaw, you as well. Yes, as you do it, you're sort of holding it down, and it's sort of going, and it, even with Slaw leaning on it, and it just sort of tilts up, sort of. Slaw's leaning like on the side of it, like that, and you're pushing down on the middle, and the side with no one on it just goes up just a wee bit. It sort of goes off at an angle,
Ah, 18.
and as it does, all you hear is
Yeah, 18.
18. 18. Oh dear. So you, as these come in, you manage to sort of dart out of the way of them, and two of them sort of crisscross you and embed themselves in the ground. Slaw, you take one right to the chest. You're just sitting there, and you're sort of thunk. I'm assuming probably don't react too much. It's the wrong dice. You take 6 points of damage and give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Poison.
13.
13. Sorry, just checking my notes. 13. Yeah, you're fine. Yeah, you. It hits you, and your I don't know, sickly nature. You're just you feel this stuff sort of going through you, and you're like, I've had better.
Well then, I'll just walk away.
Okay, I will put the thing in the case. Happy I didn't get hurt.
Yeah.
Okay, that's one down.
So now what?
Pull the arrow.
I will take the case, put it back over the books. Just because I can. And be like, yeah. I don't know. We didn't plan on getting this far tonight. So I guess we should hide and steal the other thing.
There are
Steal
more
it or destroy it?
trinkets.
I mean, it would fetch a pretty fair price. But destroying it probably easier.
All right. Works for me. Lead the way, baby.
Yeah. And now I want to break it up.
Yeah, that's fine. So, well, at least on the bright side, next time we might have Optic with us.
Oh, our savior.
Yes.
Yeah, although he's just going to be like, he slept in. Get out of the inn.
Where is everybody? Yeah.
What? What do you mean a giant attacked the town? What?
Yeah, anyway, I am off, and as I said, next week I won't be here because my computer will be in parts because we're moving.
Yep, that's fine. When do we want to do this? Because I don't want this to interrupt the take up of the main campaign again. Like whenever we're able to do the main campaign, I would
So
rather we go do that.
If you guys can, you should do it next week, I think.
If you don't mind, but it depends whether we can stream or not. I don't know whether this thing will take it or not.
We will
Internet should be fine, but
discuss
we'll
this
see.
and hopefully Twitter
Yes.
about it.
Yes.
And we will see you guys next time. Bye!